Hey guys, I'm Elegant and Shu, and welcome to another update vlog. And as promised, last night Pokemon Smash did show us a Keldeo battle, which was not just a Keldeo battle, it was more like a collaboration of Keldeo battles, which was good for us because we get to see more Pokemon Black and White too, so that was very good. Before I really get into the information about it, I want to show you a clip of it so you know what I'm talking about, so I'm going to show that right now.
今回は特別にこのケルディを使ってバトルをしてみよう。
来るか出てくるか。
何が出てくる。
出た。
さあなんだ。
誰かな。
何が出てくる。
お、くるみる。
レベル2なら圧勝だぜ。かっこいいな。ねえ。なんかお尻が可愛い。
華やかだねなんか。
色が綺麗。
いろんな色でね。
おお。ちょっと草タイプなんでね、あれですけど。
髪型っていうの。
かっこいい。
派手ですね。経験値も多めにもらえちゃうんですよね。
そっかそっか。
続いて別の町へ移動。
こんなところなかったよね。あそこ左登れる。
あ、登れるね。
おお、すげえ。落ちちゃダメだよ。
怖いよ。
面白い。
じゃあ草むらもね。
お、何ここ。
さあどこでしょうね。
そこへ飛び出してきたのはガーディ。
全国図鑑だ。すごい。
こんな風に序盤から前作の一種図鑑にはいなかったポケモンが。
じゃあケルデオのバブル光線。
一撃でしょこれ。
うっ。
すごい。相性抜群。
トレーナーがいるみたいなので勝負を挑んでやろうじゃないの。
勝負を仕掛けてきたのは双子ちゃん。繰り出してきたのは2人ともヒマナッツ。ポケットモンスターハートゴールドソウルシルバーでも登場した草タイプのポケモンだ。相性の悪い相手だがポカブの力も借りて圧倒。水タイプだけでなく格闘タイプの技も使えるのがケルディオの強みだ。
勝った余裕ですね。
さらにポケモンブラック2ホワイト2で新しくなった一種図鑑のポケモンとバトル。そしてポケットモンスターファイアレッドリーフグリーンで登場したコイル。ここは鋼タイプに有効な格闘タイプの技で戦う。
こっちは格闘でいくぜ。水格闘タイプだからいろんなタイプのポケモンに効果抜群なんですね。
さらにこのケルディオは特攻が高くレベルを上げてハイドロポンプを覚えるとより強力になるぞ。では伝説のポケモン鳳凰とのバトルを見てみよう。
さあレベル50のケルディオのハイドロポンプ、なんと鳳凰も一撃。
強力な技を覚えるケルディオはバトルで大活躍間違いなしだ。
So first thing I want to say about that is the music used in it. So it's nothing to do with Pokemon. It's more to do with Pokemon Smash. That it did play some sort of heavy metal sort of music, which I found quite funny because it's not usually that sort of music is not usually used for Pokemon. It's not all that heavy metal really. It was not that heavy. It was more. It's just quite heavy for Pokemon. That's what I was thinking, and I found it quite funny because it was the battle against coughing that was used in. So it was like all serious, but it was only like coughing, which was a low levels, which I don't know. I just found that funny, so I thought I'd point that out. But let's get into the real information about that. I suppose the facts and things about it. So as you will have seen in the clip, there was a new route in Pokemon Black and White 2 that I don't think we've seen before, and which I'm going to have in the sidebar, so don't worry about going back to it. I have a clip of that scene of the route in the sidebar, so don't worry about that. Just have a look in the sidebars. And it was featuring sort of tight ropes, and the player was walking across tight ropes on it, which was used in the original Black and White game. I think it was around Mistralton City or something. The tight ropes were in the original game, and there's a lot of grass below it, and it was very rural in the original Black and White game. But in this game, in the Black and White 2 game, with the tight ropes, I think it would be a different route because it doesn't look like it's the same layout. But it's still got the tight ropes, but it's got a few like industrial buildings, which is quite strange because before it was all rural. So I'm thinking that maybe 2 years later, or 3, I can't remember what it is, but 2 or 3 years later from Black and White, when this game is set, Pokemon Black and White 2 is set, maybe Pokemon Black and White and Unova is industrialized even more, and everything's a bit more urban. I'm not quite sure, but that's what it seems to be. Anyway, I want to talk about Keldeo in that clip. Keldeo was actually starting off at level 15, which sort of tells me that maybe Keldeo is available from quite early on in the game. I mean, I know previous to this, I did think that Keldeo was only going to be available through like Wi-Fi and events and stuff, but since it's been hyped up so much and been talked about being part of the storyline, I think Keldeo must be a Pokemon that's going to be available in-game, like a legendary that's going to be available in-game like Zekrom and Reshiram was. I'm pretty sure it's going to be something like that, so that's going to be really cool if you can get another legendary in-game. And it's going to be available to everybody, because I know a lot of people can't get access to Wi-Fi and events, so I think that's going to be good, that you don't have to have Wi-Fi to get Keldeo. But the thing is, its level is so low. It's level 15. It's like probably one of the lowest level legendaries there's been. I mean, this is Zora, I can't pronounce it, Zora, like the pre-evolution of Zoroark, and Railu, but they've been not proper legendaries because they evolve. This is probably the first legendary that doesn't evolve, but the first main legendary that's got such a low level, which is quite really strange, because level 15 is very low. But this does tell me that, as I said before, it's going to be quite early on in the game, but maybe we do see maybe the storyline starts off in full action straight away or something. But I'm not quite sure about that. We're going to have to wait to see more, but that's just what I think about it. I also want to comment on the new experience, HP, Pokemon name, and level sort of bar thing that is in battle when you're battling like another Pokemon. I mean, we've seen Pokemon Black and White 2 battle clips before, but I've never actually noticed the new sort of HP bar thing until when I looked at the Keldeo battle thing last night in Pokemon Smash. So I actually don't know, I think it's quite cool that it's different and stuff. I mean, I don't think I've had anyone point that out to me before. I didn't realise, so I just thought I'd give a bit of a mention to that. And there's not really much more information to talk about, and on my piece of paper it doesn't really say anything more about the Keldeo battle. That's why I keep looking down, if you're wondering. Probably put that further up just to make it more convenient for you guys. But there's not really more information. There's not really going to be more information until like the release date for UK and America and stuff, because so much information has been released about it already. There's not much more to announce about it other than the games, like the actual games being released and when they're going to be released. But funnily enough, I do have a little bit of information on the release date for the UK and America. Or, yeah, because they are going to be released at the same time in UK and America, I think. But the thing is, with what I'm going to say is that it's not definite, because it's been released and we don't know for definite, and the source is sort of unconfirmed from who it's from. But there is a GameStop photo, and what I mean by that is someone took a picture of a computer that's apparently a GameStop computer, so we don't know that for sure, but that's what they said. And what it shows is a few Pokemon games, not Pokemon games, but a few DS games, which include a few Pokemon games, they're going to be released and have been recently released. And it has the release date and the price and stuff next to them. And what it does show on the bottom is Pokemon Black and White 2. And it shows the release date as being October the 2nd. We don't know if this is true or false or whatever, because I know Player Asia did release a release date for Pokemon Black and White 2, which was in fact false. So we don't know this is for definite, because this could be anyone who uploaded this. It could just be some random person taking a picture of their computer and they've just made a few files and made it look like they're from GameStop when they really aren't, and it's just fake. But it does seem to be quite a reliable source, because it wasn't for someone who just randomly uploaded it to YouTube and everybody else got their picture. It was sort of, I don't know where it came from, but it came from somewhere where everybody believed it, like it was actually a GameStop person. But to be quite fair, we really don't know. So we're just gonna have to assume that we don't know for 100%, but it could be October the 2nd, and that's the best we've got so far. So October the 2nd does fit the autumn, the fact that it's going to come out in autumn. So I think that's I think that's quite interesting. But since there's not really much information, I want to go over all the Pokemon all the older Pokemon, the Pokemon from older generations that are going to be available in Black and White 2. Because well, there's not really much information, but also, to be quite fair, that Cerebi released the Unova Pokemon Black and White 2 Pokedex so far, including all Pokemon that we've seen in Pokemon Black and White 2 until this point, so it's that's another reason why I'm doing this. But yeah, I'm going to go through all the Pokemon that are from the older games that are going to be available in the Pokemon Black and White 2. So there's going to be a Mareep, Flaffy, Ampharos, Psyduck, Golduck, Azurill, Marill, Azumarill, Riolu, Lucario, Growlithe, Arcanine, Beldum, Metang, Metagross, Eevee, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Espeon, Umbreon, Leafeon, Glaceon, Sunkern, Sunflower, Magby, Magmar, Magmortas. Just want to add a little bit in here. This Pokemon is not actually good. Well, everything I've said are Pokemon that are going to be in it, but I just want to say, since Magby, Magmar, and Magmorta are going to be available, I'm thinking that maybe Electabuzz, Elekid, and Electivire are also going to be available, but we don't know that for yet. So they're sort of ones that might be in it, might not be, but just sort of, I don't know, I just think that they might become available, since the Magmar and the Electabuzz sort of evolution set always come as a pair, so could be available. But anyway, I'm going to continue with Pokemon that are definitely going to be in the game. Coughing, Wheezing, Magnemite, Magneton, Magnezone, Lapras, Sneasel, Weavile, Larvitar, Pupitar, Tyranitar, Absol, Wingull, and Pelipper. So, they're the Pokemon from older games that are going to be available that we know so far. I mean, there's also going to be a bunch of Black and White Pokemon, but I think the other Pokemon from Black and White, the original Black and White, are all going to be available in this game, because it wouldn't make sense if they weren't. So that's pretty much it, really, for the information and the Pokedex, and what's going to be what with Pokemon Black and White 2 that we know this week. So I will see you guys next week, and I hope you've enjoyed this video and the information has been useful to you. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week, hopefully with some more information.